on the web. And on behalf of Bora Zivkovic, Karen Trapp-Hagan, and all of our volunteers, I'm delighted and very happy to say welcome to Science Online 2012. Many thanks to all of you who have traveled far or from near to take part in this unique event. And we really thank you for your active participation in the conversations ahead. Again, this is a conference for conversation. This is our 6th annual conference exploring science on the web. We've held this event each year here in the Research Triangle of North Carolina, but this is our first year in this really splendid conference center. We're here because of connections. In 2004, when I was working across the street at the NC State College of Agriculture and Life Sciences, I proposed the idea to a group of friends for a Triangle Bloggers Conference. We held that conference down the street at UNC Chapel Hill, and I met this person right here. So I met Bora Zivkovic at that conference. A show of hands, how many of you have hugged Bora so far or plan to hug Bora? Can we get a picture of this, please, quickly? Keep your hands up. You will be hugging Bora. Great. So for those of you who don't know, this has become a tradition to hug Bora, who, of course, all of us seem to know online and interact with. The chronobiologist who doesn't sleep. All these years he's been getting hugs at this conference from online friends. He's meeting for the first time or the 100th time. And while he's been getting those hugs, I've been in the shadows thinking of handshakes. My father, Joseph, has the Zuiker handshake, which is one my children love because it's the one that only a grandpa can do, and he surreptitiously passes $1 to my kids. So the Zuiker handshake. My dad also has another handshake, which wasn't as safe. He'd be driving the car and we'd reach behind to us in the back seat and shake our hands. It was his way of connecting with us, telling me he loved me, he was proud of me. When I was in the Peace Corps as a volunteer in the South Pacific, the villagers on the island would greet each other with a simple handshake, shake once up and down. And I really came to enjoy that connection in a culture that otherwise didn't have a lot of physical sharing. For those of you who are new to the conference, Science Online is about touching our online connections through hugs and handshakes. And for the epidemiologists in the room, I'm sure they'll remind us, if you are sick, please don't touch us. This conference is also about seeing our peers, hearing diverse voices, and learning new skills. This conference is a labor of love for me, for Bora, for Karen, and for all the volunteers and participants. We're happiest when we see you engaged in conversations that span our online worlds and into this physical space, and then back out again onto the web. Many sponsors, donors and contributors have helped to make this event possible. Importantly, NC State University is our host in this space. Duke University as an institutional partner to administer our conference funds, and the Burroughs Welcome Fund, which since the beginning has been an important sponsor and funder of the conference. We also have a long list of other supporters and donors, a lot of individuals who aren't on this list but will be thanked. Many of these organizations are represented by you in this audience, so a collective thank you to one and all for the funds, the resources, the in-kind donations that allow us to have this conference and come together for these conversations. Another connection, Matt Shipman, who many of you have met at the check-in desk and works for the NC State News Office, used to live across the street from me in Durham. Even before Science Online 2011, our last conference, even before that was finished, he had already made arrangements and pushed ahead for us to come into this space, which allowed us to grow from 300 participants to 450 today. So thank you to Matt Shipman and for the people who have ideas about what this conference should be and push to make that happen. To officially welcome you to Raleigh to the university, we've invited Dr. Randy Woodson, the Chancellor of NC State University, to speak a few minutes about the importance of connecting science and education on this campus. Chancellor Woodson is an internationally renowned plant molecular biologist who specializes in reproductive processes in agricultural crops. He oversees the state's largest university with more than 34,000 students and a budget exceeding $1.3 billion. So on behalf of the organizers and the community, Chancellor Whitson, please come up and thank you for hosting us.